Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. How are you doing? It is Friday. We made it to Friday, you guys. What a week. What a week. Oh, it's been busy over here. I want to say a huge shout out and a thank you to everyone who shopped with me over the last 3 days for the seasonal sale. I hope you guys are ready and set for all your card making supplies coming up. You got some paper, cardstock, designer series paper, envelopes. That was an amazing sale, you guys. Now, I do want to give you a heads up that on Tuesday, the 21st, November 21st, I believe that is, they're going to be announcing the last chance list has been announced to demonstrators, and I'm going to go through the catalog with my red pen again. So you want to definitely join me. I believe I'll be doing that. I'll keep you guys posted. It won't be Monday morning, but maybe on Tuesday morning. I'm going to go through the catalog page per page with my red pen. And, well, I'll have it done ahead of time, but I'll show you page per page. You can grab your pen and join me, and I'll show you what's on sale, what's leaving, all of the good stuff so that you can get your hands on the things. I can't even believe it. Like, this catalog, I feel like it just got here, and now we're having to say last chance, right? Because it's only good until January 3rd, I believe. I gotta put my glasses on. That's really small print. Yeah, January 3rd. So this catalog is good till January 3rd. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's leaving and retiring. And there's also some stuff that's carrying over too. So I'll explain all of that with you. Hello, Gail. Yes, Fun Fold Friday. Jen. Hello, Jen. Good to see you. Good to have you with us. I have had a blast this week playing with the Joy of Noel. So today we're going to make a Joy of Noel gift card holder cart. Okay, so gift cards are, becoming more and more popular, right? It is hard to buy for some people. I can relate. My children are at the age now, 27 and 18, and it's really hard. What do you buy for them, right? I love to buy gifts. I love to see them open presents like when they were little, but let's be real, they want to go shopping. They want to get what they want, right? So this gift card holder is easy, and you're going to be able to make a bunch of these in no time because I think you're going to like this one. All right, so we have, I want to remind you tomorrow, if you live in the Calgary area, it is worth the drive, you guys, to head down to High River. Oh my gosh. Myself and 2 team members are teaming up. So it's not my sale. It's a collaborative sale between the 3 of us, and it's BOGO, you guys. BOGO. So what that means is if you want to take the drive to High River, it's not that far. It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. The sale is from 10 until 12. And the address, just grabbing my computer here so I make sure I tell you the right address. It's at the top of my page here. I did feature it as an upcoming event. The address is 203 Freeman Way, Northwest, High River. Okay, so grab a coffee, come for a little drive. When you walk in the room, this is a community center. So 203 Freeman Way, Northwest, High River. When you walk in the community center, the tables will be covered with supplies. And just imagine, all of those supplies are free. They're yours free in exchange for an equivalent order. So if you walk in and you're like, oh my God, I've been looking for that. These are retired things that perhaps you've had your eye on and you missed it, right? They are marked down and they're free. How are they free? They're free in exchange for your order. So I would suggest coming in, bring a basket with you, bring a bag, whatever, fill up your bag, and then we will add up how much you have in the bag. And then I will have my laptop there, and I think the girls are going to have their laptops, or we'll be able to help you out. You'll have to place your order before you leave the room with the free stuff. Then you get to leave, start the car, you get to leave with all of that stuff for free in exchange for your order. So if you pick up, say, for example, you pick up $100 worth of product, you get to keep that in exchange for a $100 merchandise order. Now you pay the shipping and the tax on your order that's coming from Stampin' Up, but that stuff that you picked up from the table is yours to take home. Yes, we are giving away free product in exchange for your orders placed at the sale on tomorrow. Okay, so you can't leave the room with the products until your sale has gone through, and you can use Visa or MasterCard. We will just be placing the order right away on the computer, and then boom, you can go with those free things and then look forward to your order coming from Stampin' Up. All right, so this is a collaborative effort. We have a team member, Gabrielle, who lives in High River, so that's why we're doing it down there, to kickstart her business. This is what we do as a team. We support one another and we help one another, and I really, really hope we have a goal for Gabrielle tomorrow, so I'm hoping we can reach that goal. So if you want to head down. If you have questions about anything, if there's something you're looking for and you live across Canada, send me a message. I will keep my eye open for it for you. And then if I see it, I'll pull it and I'll let you know, and then you can place your order online. So you can still participate even if you don't live in close to High River, right? It's not an online BOGO, but I am keeping my eyes open, and I will definitely take requests if you guys see anything that you want. All right. Or you guys know something that you're looking for, right? Because you just never know. I don't know what the girls have when they show up, right? It's going to be a complete surprise. And heck, maybe we will go shopping ourselves. That's how it works, right? You guys know we love all of our Stampin' Up! Products. Okay, so let's flip the camera. We're playing with Joy of Noel this week. And today I'm going to end it off with this fun, bright, cheerful, festive gift card holder. Hello, everyone. Hi, Wendy. Good morning from Lacombe. Hi, Connie. Yeah, it does sound like fun. It is fun. It's a lot of fun. I love BOGO sales. It's so exciting. Maggie says she wished she lived closer. Joyce is joining us from Calgary. Hello, Joyce. Maybe you'll come down to High River tomorrow and see all the deals. It's going to be worth the drive, let me tell you. It is, totally. I got some pictures of boxes that are ready to go. Oh my gosh. I'm going to need my husband's help, I think. And we're all carpooling together, so it should be a fun day. All right, let's get started. We're going to flip the camera, and I'm going to talk you through this gift card holder, and I hope you like this one. All right, here we go, guys. And stay tuned to the end of the video. I want to share with you. Last night, Christine had her class. Christine Bertram. I collaborate with Christine to do this sweet class as well as my technique class. So last night, Christine taught her class on YouTube, and I have 7 kits left, you guys. So I have 7 kits. If you are interested in those, they're already prepped, ready to go. I can pop those in the mail to you today. But I want to show you the cards at the end of this video in case you missed Christine's video last night. I'll show you what they look like, and then you can head over to her YouTube channel, Cards by Christine, and check it out if you want to watch her make them. If you place an order with me, a minimum $60 order this week, you're going to get either my cards. I have 5 that I've done this week, counting the one today, or you can choose Christine's cards. I'm not offended, either one. I have both up for grabs this week. So you have to choose either the 5 cards from my videos or the 4 from Christine's that she did last night. And I haven't forgotten, if you choose, if you bump your order to over $75 before shipping and tax, I'm sending you an extra pink envelope with surprises in it. So extra stuff this week only, okay? Until Sunday the 19th at midnight is when this offer expires. All right, I think I've explained all the housekeeping stuff. Let's flip the camera and get started on this Fun Fold Friday card. Here we go. All of the snow is gone. Yay. So excited that we have sun and blue skies back again. And the snow in my yard is melted for a little while, right? I know it's November. But I'm not a snow lover. I can't help it. Okay, so we're just going to lower down here. Okay, let's see. I think that's good. Let me grab my glasses so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so we've got a full sheet of real red cardstock. We're going to make our gift card holder with this cardstock. And we've got some paper from the catalog. If you're just joining me first time this week, I am playing with, on page 32, if my memory serves me correct. No, it did not. Page 30 and 31 are the 2 bundles close up. But if you flip over to page 28, this is the entire product suite that I've been playing with. I've played with most of everything of this product suite, except for these little trinkets, the gems and sequins, the loose holly gems and sequins. I believe they're back in stock, but they were out of stock for a very, very long time, and I never did get my hands on them. If they're in stock, I'm placing an order today. I think I'll add them in. But what I'm playing with this week is the Joy of Noel, the first bundle. in the suite. So a little close-up of it is on page 30. It's this one right here with the words Noel. And you guys laughed, and I laughed yesterday when I spelled my Noel wrong. And then I was thinking last night, like, what other words could you spell with N-O-E-L? And then I was thinking, I'm not a big fan of this guy, but I don't even know much about him. But how about Elon? Elon Musk, if you want to make a card for Elon Musk. Why would you ever want to make a card for Elon Musk? But you could spell, maybe you know someone named Elon. I don't know. I don't know anybody named Elon, but anyway, you could totally spell that with the letters. Okay, let's get started. We're going to play with the paper, the designer series paper that is in this bundle here. It is called Joy of Christmas down at the bottom, the 12 by 12 paper. And we're going to use that on our card today. All right, so good morning, Faylene. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Linda. Yes, I hope it's going to be a great event. I love it. I love a good BOGO sale. Okay, so we're going to start off with real red cardstock. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer, and we are going to use the light gray scoring tool at the top here. I've got a little sliver of paper left in my trimmer. Let's get that out of here. All right. So we're going to score this into quarters. So we're going to score down the long end at 4 1/4. And we're going to turn it, and we're going to score at 5 1/2. Pretty easy, right? Now we want to cut off one of these quadrants. Doesn't really matter which one. I'm going to use my cutting blade from the bottom. I'm going to come up here to the middle. And on the trimmer, I'm just going to hold this a little closer. There is a little line. Can you see that tiny little line there? That is showing where the blade is. And also there's a little triangle in the middle that'll show where the blade is. So you want to definitely only go to that score line, and we're going to cut. And then I'm going to turn, and I'm going to cut. I'm going to start at the top this time and come down. So I'm putting the score line in the cutting track, and I'm going to just shimmy over just slightly. You can take just a hair more off than you want than the score line, because well, I'll show you when we fold it up why you want to take a little tiny bit more off. So I'm going to just bring this back in and see if I can just cut a little hair more. Let's move it over a tiny bit. When we fold this gift card holder up, it's going to be a little bit thick. Now that was a little more than a hair, but let's just see how this goes. I'm just going to grab my scissors and snip off this little extra bit here. Extra little bit of cardstock. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'll have to use the trimmer again. Okay. I'm just getting those little tiny fine bits off here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold this up. So here's how this goes. We're going to fold it the bottom up like this. And then we're going to just bring in my bone folder here, and we're going to score this score line. And then we're going to take the side, and we're going to fold it over the bottom part. Like that, okay? So this is how the structure of the card is going to go. It's going to go like this and then over like that. Isn't that fun? And you got a scrap piece of red, real red left over that we're going to use for some die cutting. So what I want to do for this card, you're going to need 4. You don't need, you could use all the same, right? Hi, Mary Beth. Thanks for joining me live. Good morning. I say good morning. It's morning here. I'm not sure where you're joining me from, but if it's afternoon or evening, hello, hello. Okay, so we've got 4 different patterns. I'm going to use this pattern, this one, the shaded spruce, and we're going to use the plaid. I love, love, love this card design because it allows us to feature 4 different designs, right? Now you could flip them over and use the back sides, right? You have lots and lots of options with the designer series paper. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this one on the front like so. We're going to glue them all down. We're going to do all the gluing. I like to do things in bulk. You guys know me. So I'm going to flip all these over. I'm going to get my glue, and we're going to put these onto the card base. So we're just going to add glue along the outside edges here of all the pieces and get that part done. And then we're going to do some die cutting. Okay, and I love this design, as I mentioned, because I can think of all kinds of different cards that I can do with this design. It's nice to have a style of card that you can use over and over and over in different ways, right? Like this could be a birthday card, it could be a Valentine's card, it could be, you know, you name it, right? Congratulations card for whatever, like graduation, anything goes. Okay, so let's grab the first design. The first design I want is the one with the leaves and the holly. That's going to be my card front. So I'm going to put that one right here, like so. Then I'm going to open up my card base. Now on the bottom down here, I want the shaded spruce color. So let's grab that one. I think it's this one. Yes. So we're going to put the shaded spruce design here. And I love that you get 6 of these panels because I cut them to be 4 by 5 1/4. So you get 6 of them out of a piece of designer series paper, right? So and I love that you can see all the patterns, because I think the hardest part for me anyway, when I'm looking at my designer series paper, is deciding which pattern am I going to use, because I love them all, right? So this way you can use, well, 4 out of 6 of them, right? Okay. Well, really it's 4 out of 12 because it's 6 by 6 paper, but they're double-sided, most of the packs, right? Okay, so here we go. We've got green shaded spruce here. We've got this beautiful part on the front, and then the inside with the plaid. Isn't that gorgeous? Just like that. Okay, so now we're going to do some cutting. And there's a couple of different things, die sets you could use. You could use the scallop contour dies to do this card. I wanted to bring in something new. So I'm bringing in my deckled rectangle dies. These dies are stunning. If you don't have them yet, they are amazing. I think they are a must-have in everyone's collection. So what I want to do is I'm going to grab this one here, which is, let's see, count from the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one from the center, okay? And I'm going to put that on the front of the card, and I'm going to run it through the machine. You're probably thinking, how are you going to fit all of this through the machine? Well, I'm just going to fold this together, and I'm going to take this die cut. I'm going to put it on the front. I've got a little washi just to make sure it stays put. And it's strong enough to cut through that designer series paper and the cardstock underneath it. So there's how I've got it positioned on the front of my card. So now let me bring in my machine, and we're going to run this through. Now this has to go through the Big Boss because we need the width, right? Like the Mini Boss, I love my Mini Boss, but it only has the dimensions of 3.5 inches. That's my limit, right? 3.5 inches wide. So Big Boss is for this project. Got to bring in the big guns for this one. Okay, so we're going forward. And I'm going to go, I was waiting for that click, and then I'm going to go back. Okay. See, I recommend going forward and back because you're cutting through both pieces, right? And look at that. You're going to have this piece left over. You can use it for another project because I didn't put glue on the center, right? I only put glue on the edges. So those pieces are usable, as well as the designer series paper. So let's just pull that off. So you can save that and use it for another project. All right, so let's move my machine. So here we have our front panel. Isn't that beautiful with a nice picture frame opening there? Okay, so that's done. Now what we want to do is we're going to bring in, I've already gone ahead with the deckled frames. Deckled, what are they actually called? Let me tell you the right name. They're called deckled rectangle dies. So I've gone ahead, so I used the 5th one from the center to cut my opening. Then I'm going to use the next smaller size. I used this one right here, and I cut out 2 of the basic white. So you can see how it's like a little bit smaller, right? Okay, so that is going to go on the inside of this on my green. And then I've got another one as well. And we're going to just do some stamping on here. So we're going to take it one step at a time. So you've got a lot of different area where you can stamp, you can write when we get the white on there. Lots of ways to bling this card up. So we're going to take this piece of white. I've got 2 of them actually. So we're going to stamp on both of them just to save time. We might as well, if we're stamping, we do all the stamping. So we're going to stamp, and I'm going to grab my silicone mat. like that. So put one up top and one down bottom. And I'm going to grab this stamp from the Joy of Christmas, Joy of Noel. Love this stamp so much. I'm going to stamp one in this corner and then down here in this corner. Make it kind of symmetrical. Whoa, pick up my memento and drop it. Okay, because it's a big stamp, I'm going to ink it from the top. So I'm holding the ink pad in my hand and I'm tapping it all the way around, and then I can take a quick peek to see if it's stamped properly. And then I'm just going to stamp right here on the edge. Press, press, press. Make sure that all the ink goes off your stamp and onto your cardstock. And then we're going to do that one more time. But first, I'm going to get this off of my silicone mat real quick here with a baby wipe. And then I'm going to do this one more time. But this time I'm going to go on the left side. So let's ink this up one more time here. Tap, tap, tap. Lots of tapping. And then we're going to stamp over here. Okay. Now, there we go. Whoop, careful. Ah, what happened? Okay, you know what? Lucky for me, I had another piece sitting right here. Wow. See? The ink does, I could have used my grid paper. I was trying to save my grid paper. That's what I was trying to do, but it backfired. Oh, well, that's okay. We can try this one more time. Oh, come on. It's not going to be one of them days, is it? Let's see. We're going to put this back here and we're going to try again because you know what? It's just cardstock. It's just cardstock. We don't need to fret, right? We can just cut another piece, start again. This is what happened. My cardstock piece jumped on me and I got extra black on there that I don't want. So we're trying it again. So we're going to stamp that over in the left, on the left corner, like so. And then before anything happens, I'm going to grab a clean one and just quickly get that black ink off there. And then we are good to go. Okay, so now we're going to do some coloring on here. The one up the top is this one, and the one at the bottom is this one. Okay, I'm bringing in Shaded Spruce blends. And when you buy your blends, you know you get 2 shades, right? So I'm going to take the dark one, and I'm just going to come in here, and I'm going to go over the little veins of my leaves real quick with the fine tip, like so. And you can also go over the veins of the what is that called? The greenery with the holly berry. And I'll do the same thing down here. Instead of doing it all in separate goes, I just like to, I don't know if you call it multitasking, but I do like to just do it in bulk, right? Got the green in my hand, so I might as well do both pieces. Okay, so there's my dark shaded spruce. Now I'm going to bring in the light shaded spruce. I'm going to use the marker tip. And I'm just going to come in here and add a little bit of that light color. And I don't even want to blend it too much because I really like the dark shaded spruce on the veins of the greenery. So let's go around, add a little bit more of the lighter shade here. And down here as well. And let's finish off the bottom one. Like so. I love coloring. It is such a relaxing activity. Do you guys like to color? Is it one of your favorite things? Some people like it, some people don't. It's like fussy cutting too, I guess. But you either like it or you don't. I am definitely a fan of the blends. I love the blends. Before we had blends, I probably didn't like to color as much. We used to have, well, we still have watercolor pencils you can color with. We have a blender pen you can use, and you can use that with your ink pad. I'm just bringing in cherry cobbler here, and I'm going to add a little bit of dark cherry cobbler to these berries, make them look nice and festive. What else did we have? We used to have watercolor crayons. We have pastels, beautiful for coloring. Lots and lots of coloring options. Okay, so we've got that done. Now the top one I'm going to stamp Making Spirits Bright. And I have my stamps separated. So I'm going to bring in Spirits and the Making Bright right here. And we're going to use, that Memento ink pad does not want its lid to stay on. Okay, so we're going to stamp with both Real Red and Shaded Spruce. So those are my colors I'm bringing in. So let's open the ink pads, get them ready. And here we go. I like to start with the middle word first, and then I can line up my smaller words. So we'll put spirits right there, and making right here, and then bright. Making spirits bright. Love it. Okay, so there's our stamping for the inside. Let's bring in some liquid glue, and I'm just gonna mount the top one on. The bottom I want to do a little bit more with it, because it is going to be a gift card holder. So let me show you how this is going to go. So let's bring back the card front, and we're doing the inside here. So we'll get to the front in a second. But let's put this part up top, making spirits bright up here. I love that red and real red and cherry cobbler plaid in the background. And then this piece is going to go down here. But remember I mentioned I cut a piece a little bit bigger out of real red? That's going to get mounted on here. But before I do, I'm going to bring in the new heartfelt hexagon punch. Look at this punch. I love, love, love this punch. I'm going to take it and turn it on its side. And I'm going to come down here to the top, and I'm going to just snip off a little bit. I'm kind of looking on both sides, making sure I got about equal amounts. And I'm just going to, when I'm happy with where it's positioned, I'm just going to punch that out. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. This is my pocket for my gift card. So I'm just going to come in here. I'm just giving it a kind of a quick look to make sure I've got both sides about even. And it's not an exact science, but before I glue them together, I'm going to just check and see if I like how this worked out. Yes, I do. So now I can glue them together, and we've got that nice layer of real red on the background. So we'll go ahead and we'll stick down the white on here. Okay, and then I'm going to flip this whole thing over, and we're going to add glue really close to the edge. So I'm going to add like a fine line of glue right close to the three sides, both sides and across the bottom. Now this should still give me lots of room to be able to put a gift card in here. So let's go ahead, put that down here at the bottom. This is going to be my gift card holder. And it's also going to serve as a place to write your message. You can write your message up here, but you've got more room down here too. So there's my gift card holder. And I did have a gift card here. Oh yes, I have one. It's one that's used, but it's a Starbucks card. I'm just going to pop that down into the gift card just to show you the holder, just to show you that's where that would sit. And then that flips up like this. And now we're doing it backwards, but whatever. We'll get there just the same, right? So let's do the front. So the front of the card, I wanted to bring in some of that gorgeous greenery that we have in the catalog, in this bundle, sorry. Let me bring that in and show you. So this bundle, I was going to use some of the brushed gold, beautiful, beautiful specialty paper. And I've determined yesterday that the specialty paper is thin enough, I guess you could say, that you can actually cut through two pieces at once. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut through. I got this little bit here. So you don't throw your little bits of designer series paper away, because you can actually you can cut little stars and all kinds of different things, right? You don't need a whole lot. Now we're going to just see here. I thought I had a couple of them cut, but that's okay. We're going to cut these out real quick here. So I've got these on together. We're going to just make sure we've got it on. It's just enough room, I think, to do two. So let's grab a little bit of washi tape and hold that down in place. It's all about the bling, right? And your specialty paper, the gold foil. This is the brushed gold. I love it. It's super, super shiny. We're just going to stick that down, and we're going to run that through the machine. So let's bring that back. I got my big guy in front of me. My little guy is all folded up over on my shelf, so we're just going to let him rest today. We're just going to use this guy. So I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to go back, because I'm cutting through two pieces at once. So I want to make sure that I did get a good clean cut. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Okay, we've got let's take the washi off of here, and we've got the bottom one, and There's one that's still in the die, but I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool and we're going to get that one out. Just poke out the little hole, and there we have it. Now let's get rid of the little excess pieces of stuff. DSP. You don't want that left in your die, because the next time you pick it up, you're going to have trouble cutting because it's got paper left in it, right? So make sure you leave your dies in a good condition. Okay, so we've got our 2 pieces here, and I've gone ahead from the Christmas classics. Let me just bring those in. They're really close by. I actually have found this week I've loved using both of these bundles together. Let me just put them on the screen so you can see them all. So this is Joy of Noel over here. This is Christmas classics. All the dies, all the stamps, the fonts, everything goes so nicely together. What I've used is this little square right here. Okay, so I've cut that out with some basic white. I've got it right here. And we're going to stamp the word Noel on there. And we're not going to die cut it, so you don't need to worry about me spelling crazy words today. We're just going to stamp right onto this square. So I'm going to bring in my real red ink pad, and we're going to stamp. So we'll line that up like that. Tap, tap, tap. Make sure you get it nice and juicy. You want a good, nice, crisp image. So we're going to stamp on here. Press, press, press. Make sure all the ink goes into the cardstock. Boom. Oh, yeah, look at that. I love it. Okay, so we've got our Noel. And now what I want to do is I'm going to bring in my... Am I going to use glue dots? Should I use glue dots? You know what? I'm going to do double duty here. We're going to take this and we're going to flip it over. I want to put the gold sprigs coming out the corners like that and like that. But I also want it to be popped up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over. Let's make sure. Here's a little tip for you. If you're like, I forget which corner. Well, take a pencil, put a little X back there. I want to put one coming out that way and then one coming out that way. And then when you flip it over, you'll be like, okay, I know I'm doing it the right way. So now what we can do is we can bring in our dimensionals, and you could add a glue dot to this if you're worried about your card falling apart. Probably is a good idea to add a glue dot to the sprigs. And I'm just using my Take Your Pick tool to pick up the glue dot, put it right there, and I'm going to put one. Okay, I did it backwards. We want it to be pointing out the front. I almost put the white pointing out the front, but that's okay. Let's peel off that glue dot and put it. Why don't we just put it right there? Okay, so there's one. And let's do this one too. See, I make so many mistakes to you guys, but you know what? We just got to keep on rolling, right? Doesn't matter. I mean, that's life, right? Got to make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you're not learning, right? Okay, so we're going to put our dimensionals on here. They are going to serve double duty. They're going to stick those sprigs down on the corners like that. And they're also going to help me to pop this up. So I just need to add a couple more to the other corners, and we're good to go. So now we're going to bring back the card front, and we're going to put this, we're going to center this inside. So here's our card. Okay, we got a blank front, but we're going to put this right here, and we're going to center it like that. And I know it's hanging over the frame, but that's okay because it's flimsy enough that you can actually fold past it. See that? You can fold past it, and you can leave it inside if you want to, but if you want to tuck it back in, you could use your Take Your Pick tool and just like gently lift it up if you wanted to and put it on the outside. So let me just do that. Just going to maneuver it. Now, if you wanted to keep it anchored down, you totally could, but I like the idea of it being on the outside like that, right? You could put double layers if you wanted to. You could stick one on the outside and then do one on the inside. It's totally up to you. But I really like this look. And I found that it actually helps to, like when I was trying to take pictures of my card, it was helping me to keep the card closed. So here we go. Let's just maneuver those little fibers. There we go. Okay, so there's the front. Now we do need a little bit more bling on this though, because that's not cool. We do have the shiny paper, but let's bring in our festive pearls. and I'm going to add some gold pearls. So I'm just going to add a couple over here and one over here just to balance it a little bit. All right. Now, when I was looking at this card earlier, I was thinking, well, you know, if you didn't want to have your sprigs on the outside of the frame like that, you could just leave them on the inside. You could also wrap ribbon around the entire card, right? You would just put a little bit of tear and tape back here, and you would cut your ribbon to come through. So let me close this up and show you. The ribbon would come through the opening, and then, or you could come around here and then under the Noel, and then over to the side, and you could tie it if you want to tie this shut. But I really like the look of being able to just open it and then flip down, and then the recipient can see their gift card and then flip back up and over. So fun. I love it. It's such an easy card to make, and I hope you guys will try your hand at this one. And it's I love the hexagon, the heartfelt hexagon. If you don't have that one, it's an online exclusive. You can check that out over in the online exclusives. There's a beautiful, gorgeous stamp set that goes with it. Let me just grab it so I can show you. This one. So if you go to the online store, you can actually get this as a bundle. It's called the Heartfelt Hexagon. It has so many amazing greetings and images, shapes that coordinate with a punch. With sincere sympathy. We always need that, unfortunately. There's something for everyone in this set. So this is a bundle that you can grab, and that punch is so useful for so many different reasons, right? So there we have it, my friends. That's our fun fold for today. Before I say good weekend, have a fantastic weekend, I want to share with you the cards that Christine did last night, because I have 7 of these, and I'm going to do a recap of my cards that I did this week. So these are the cards that Christine did last night on her video. So I have 7 of these packages left. If you guys would like one, look at this. That's the very vanilla with the gold, and we've got the trim and everything. Gorgeous, gorgeous cards. And there we go. We've got one here. We've got that pecan pie ribbon on the edges. Love it. There's the inside of that one. And then we've got another one here with Season's Greetings and the real red ribbon. Such classic Christmas colors. So festive. And then we've got this one right here with the gold. And again, some more of that brushed gold. Designer series paper. So these are the cards from Christine. Now, if you live in Canada and you want to get this kit from me, it's $28 cash. You can e-transfer me. Free pickup at my door, or it's $5 if you need the kits mailed to you. I cannot send stamped images, so you're going to need the stamp set. Now, these cards use both the stamps from Classic Christmas as well as Joy of Noel. But you can use whatever stamps you have at home. You're going to get all the die cut pieces, all the ribbon, the cardstock, and then you'll just need like a long greeting or a greeting to go here and here. But you could totally make these cards using whatever stamps you have at home. But I highly recommend getting the ones that Christine used and I used this week. They're so versatile. Let me do a recap of the ones that I've done this week. We started off the week with Anne Alexander's card for the Global Design Project Challenge, and this was the inspiration. So this was my interpretation of the Global Design Project Challenge. So that was Monday's card. Tuesday, I did this card here. I was inspired. I actually did a couple of cards that were inspired by the catalog this week. So we did that one. Then on Wednesday, I did a double feature. I showed you this one. I demonstrated this one with Berry Burst and Shaded Spruce, and that's the shimmer paper because that was on sale for the seasonal sale. And then I showed you a second version of Bubble Bath with the same shimmer paper. That is the Lost Lagoon shimmer paper. Isn't that beautiful? So that's 2 options. So if you order with me, I'm going to reach out to you. If you order and you spend more than $60 using this host code, I'm going to reach out to you and ask you which cards you would like. I have so many choices for you this week. Then yesterday I made this card. Now you're going to need the dies and the stamps to do these cards because I'm going to send you a big piece of Mossy Meadow so you can cut 10 of these sprigs yourself. And you're going to need the dies to cut this out. So with my cards, keep that in mind. You will need the dies to complete them, okay? And then today we're doing this fun fold, and I will send you the real red, all cut and scored, ready to go. Whenever I use different dies that are not in the bundle of the week that I'm featuring, like the deckled dies, I will send them to you. Okay, so you'll get the deckled dies, and there we have it. All right, so many fun things going on, you guys. So much I wanted to talk to you about today. Let me flip you around again. So there you go. I have 2 card options, 2 class options. If you want both of them, you can have both. I can prep mine, and I have 7 of Christine's ready to go for you. So let me know. The deadline to sign up for these card classes is midnight on Sunday, the 19th of November. And also, don't forget about tomorrow. Join me in High River. Me and my friend Bonnie and Gabrielle will be there, 203 Freeman Way, Northwest High River. Come get your free stuff. It's all free. Everything in the room is free. You just have to place an order before you leave. We will enter it for you, and then boom, you are good to go. Start the car. Take care. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I wish you all the best this weekend. I hope if you are stamping, you have a blast. You're probably working on Christmas cards or whatever. I'd love to see what you're working on. I'm going to try and get some time to do some Christmas cards and some different things as well. I have my team meeting, my virtual team meeting on Sunday, so it's going to be a busy weekend for me, but I always find time to stamp, right? Because it is definitely my happy place. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks for joining me this morning. Have a fantastic weekend, and if I don't see you tomorrow in person, I will see you virtually on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.